In this video, I'm going to talk about my experiences with adventures with COVID and share some tapping that you can do if you're also experiencing any COVID adventures right now. So I'm Tamara Dawn, trainer at the EFT Training Centre, and I'm also an award-winning author of the book Frazzled to Fabulous in 5 minutes a day. And a few weeks ago, I experienced an adventure with COVID. And I just wanted to, I've had loads of people ask me about my experiences and what I did, so that's what I want to share. So I would say that my experience of the illness was in 3 phases. So the first phase was a mild fever, tiredness, weak, not much appetite, and a bit dehydrated, but generally not feeling very bad at all. And then the second phase was a whole series of very weird kind of symptoms that included nausea, strange weak sensations in my arms and muscles and headache, and temporarily loss of sense of smell. But what was really strange is that the symptoms, they came and they went, and some days I felt better, sometimes I felt worse. So I didn't know where I was in my journey. And then the second phase was recovery, so still feeling a bit weak, coughing, but generally I could feel myself going on the upward curve. So generally my experience of illness is that you kind of like go down, you get more ill, and then you start going up. Whereas with this, it felt like I went a bit down, then I went like this, and I literally didn't know where I was, and then I went up again. And I think what really fazed me was this kind of like iteration of really not knowing where I was. And that's what I want to offer you the tapping on today. So really the symptoms for me personally were less than what I experienced flu a few years ago, because they were mild, but it was the stories that I was actually telling myself that were the problem rather than the symptoms themselves. So we all have beliefs about when we're ill and the kind of things that we might tell ourselves, like my body's invincible and I can do this, or we might believe I can't do this, my body's weak, I'll never get over this, it's going to kill me, etc. But on top of that we have a whole layer of collective consciousness that for 18 months thereabouts we have been receiving information of fear from the news, from our friends, from our family, from the government. So many people are dying every single day. And of course, that's going to be a blanket on top of everything that we might believe about ourselves. So as much as I wanted to distance myself from collective fear, I did feel it infiltrating my system. And it was quite hard to stay in a high vibration given all of that. So EFT has helped me in many different ways, and there are lots of videos that I've already made that I'm going to mention here, and I'm going to put links in the description which can support you. I'm not going to redo those. So I didn't really have very much tension in my breath and breathing problems, but I have a fantastic video to support you through that on constricted breathing, and it's helped many COVID patients, and people still are watching it and getting huge benefits. Some people email me and say they do this every hour and it's just literally saved them. So I'm not going to do that one. Then there's another video again which I'm not going to share, which is collarbone breathing, which I did a lot of. I find it deeply calming. I love that technique and it really supported me, and I feel like it increased my oxygen. Not that I kind of had an oxygen problem, but I know that the more oxygen you get into the body, the more your blood is oxygenated, and the more it can help the body function better. The other thing that I did was tap on the fear of the unknown, because I think that was the thing that really got me in this, not knowing where I was, and it felt like I was kind of lost, because usually you know that you're going to get better, and you know that you know, with flu it follows a certain path. But I think it was all those strange symptoms that I was experiencing, like the sensation in my muscles, and every day being very different, some days worse, sometimes better, that it kind of fazed me. So that's what I'm going to do the tapping on now. And also in the links below, I'm going to share all the other things that I did, which I'm not going to mention on the video because you can read about them. So I just wanted to say that now that I'm recovered, that I feel like I've been through a car wash and I'm feeling clean and fresh and new. And unlike when I had flu, I felt quite low and down after I had it. I feel kind of refreshed from this, like it feels like it's been a cleansing thing. So I really, really hope that for you too. And please do reach out if you can't find the videos that you're looking for, and I will try and point you in the right direction. So if you haven't done EFT tapping before, it stands for Emotional Freedom Techniques. It's like acupuncture for emotions without the use of needles. And the invitation is simply to do what I do and say what I say. And if you don't like what I do or say, then simply don't do it. So here we go. So if you're experiencing any illness really, where you're feeling like you don't know whether you're getting worse or better, then this is going to help you. So starting with the side of the hand, either side, and just repeat after me. And if you do tap, then you take responsibility for your own well-being. So even though I have all these strange symptoms and they're freaking me out, and I don't know if I'm getting better or worse, but it's scaring me, I deeply and completely acknowledge how I feel. And I'm open to the possibility of trusting that I'm exactly where I'm meant to be right now. And tapping through the points, top of the head, all of this fear, all of this anxiety, all of this worry. I don't understand what's happening to my body. I don't understand these symptoms. They keep changing. And it's scaring me. It's freaking me out. What if I don't get better? What if I never get better? What if I get long COVID? What if I end up in hospital? What if I end up on a ventilator? And I'm hearing inside my head all the stories that have been whirring around on the news, from friends, from family, things I know have happened to other people. And that's making me anxious. And I can feel that inside my body. So just as you're tapping, tune into where you feel this anxiety and fear and worry. Where is it that you feel it in your body now? And if you don't know where you're feeling it, just guess, because whatever you guess is going to be right. And notice what the sensation is in that part of your body. And again, if you don't know, just make it up. So just tuning into that part of my body and that body sensation where I feel this fear and anxiety. And if it's not fear, if it's more worry, or if it's another emotion, just allow that to be, say those words instead. All of these feelings, and I can feel them just there in my body. And if that sensation in your body had a colour, what colour would that be? And again, just guess if you don't know. So it could be, you could be saying this blue anxiety in my stomach, and just say what's there for you. And if you could imagine, visualize or get a sense that that blue anxiety had a colour that could lift and lighten it, or whatever the colour is for you, just tune in or guess what colour could lift and lighten the colour that you're experiencing in your body right now. And imagine, visualize or get a sense that that new colour is mixing and merging with the old colour. And as you imagine that, take a deep breath in. And now tune into what colour is there for you now. And if you don't know, guess. And what colour needs to lift and lighten that colour? And again, just guess. And imagine, visualise or get a sense that that new colour is mixing and merging with the old colour, lifting and lightening it. And as you tap now, take a deep breath in. And notice what colour's there now. And if there was a colour that could lift and lighten that colour, what colour would that be? And as you allow that new colour to mix and merge with the old colour and lift and lighten it, take a deep breath in. And just tune into how you feel now. What's the sensation there now in your body? And if that sensation had an emotion, what emotion would that be? And if it's still the same, then repeat this process with the colours over and over. And if you're stuck, then do comment on the video and I'll try and give you some guidance, because there's always something to do if you get stuck. I'm open to the possibility of knowing and trusting that whatever physical sensations or emotions I'm feeling right now, I'm only feeling them right now. And this too shall pass. And I'm open to the possibility of infusing trust into my body and into my mind, that I can recover and that I am recovering, and that my body is amazing, and that I can regain vibrant health, even more than I was experiencing before, even stronger, even healthier. Super immunity and vibrant health are coming my way right now and in every moment. Put your hands in the centre of your chest or your heart chakra. Say transform and take a deep breath. Transform. So one thing that I just wanted to add, and it would be great if you type in the comments how you're feeling now, and whether that level of fear and anxiety has changed. It could have gone up, it could have gone down, it could have stayed the same. And how do you know whether tapping's worked? Well, usually you'll feel different. And I actually forgot to ask you what your level of anxiety was before, but if you guess what it was before now and you tune into what it was before and what it is now, hopefully it will have gone down. If it hasn't gone down, it might have stayed the same, or it might have gone up. Now, if it's gone up, do repeat this video, because it's just because you've been focusing on this, it's come to your conscious awareness and it feels stronger. But that's okay, because if you repeat this, it will subside. If you feel that there's no change, just comment below and I'll give you some ideas, because there's so much you can do. It's just beyond what I can say on this video. But some things that people notice, even if the numbers don't change, they might have noticed that they've been yawning or sighing. They might feel more tired, more energized. These are all signs that your energy is moving and changing, and that things are happening for your highest good. If you want to know more about EFT tapping, then check out the website eft-courses.org.uk. If you want to know more about my book, Frazzled to Fabulous in 5 minutes a day, for stressed, overwhelmed mums who want to regain their calm, enjoy their kids and get more done, then do check out my website, frazzled2tofabulous.com. Sending you lots of love. Bye.